The movie house on Jefferson was glowing in the rain. Its faded red marquee still proudly called your name. I saw you standing underneath that silver neon light, and suddenly the whole world disappeared from sight. The tickets cost $1, and the seats were worn with age, but every moment with you felt bigger than the screen could frame. The preview started rolling while you reached for my hand, and I knew I'd remember this forever if I can. The city faded out, the lights began to shine, and somehow you were mine. Meet me under the marquee, where the neon paints our dreams, and the night feels endless as the stars. Meet me under the marquee, where forever still believes that two young hearts can outrun time. Meet me under the marquee tonight. We left before the ending, just to wander through the town, past the diner on the corner and the lights reflecting down. The rain had stopped completely, but the sidewalks still shine bright, like mirrors holding pieces of the night. A jukebox from a doorway played a slow and lonely tune, the kind that makes you wish the night would never leave too soon. You spun around laughing underneath the streetlight glow, and I didn't want to let that moment go. The moon broke through the clouds above and wrapped the town in love. Meet me under the marquee, where the neon paints our dreams, and the night feels endless as the stars. Meet me under the marquee, where forever still believes that two young hearts can outrun time. Meet me under the marquee tonight. Now the theater's gone and the sign no longer shines, but memories don't fade the way buildings do in time. Whenever I hear an old love song drifting through the air, I see that glowing marquee, and you're still waiting there. Meet me under the marquee, where the past still lives in me, like a photograph untouched by years. Meet me under the marquee, where your smile still sets me free, and every summer night town was wrapped in midnight blue. The summer wind came drifting through. A lonely radio played somewhere down the street, while shadows danced beneath our feet. I saw you standing by the old cafe, like a dream that never went away. The neon signs were painting colors in your eyes, brighter than the stars above tonight. The world faded out of you the moment that I looked at you. Meet me under the neon moon, where our hearts still know the tune. We'll dance until the night is gone, like time has never moved along. Meet me under the neon moon, where every memory still blooms, and every promise we once knew comes alive when I'm with you. The boulevard was glowing gold, the kind of night that never grows old. We laughed like we were 17 again, like the story never had to end. The jukebox echoed through the air with melodies we used to share, and every song became a doorway to the past, a place we secretly hoped would last. The city lights were shining bright, but nothing shine like you tonight. Meet me under the neon moon, where our hearts still know the tune. We'll dance until the night is gone, like time has never moved along. Meet me under the neon moon, where every memory still blooms, and every promise we once knew comes alive when I'm with you. Years may come and years may go, like rivers running to the sea, but some nights stay forever young inside our memories. And every time I hear your name, the world slows down somehow, like I'm standing in that summer again, right here and now. Meet me under the neon moon, where the dream is always new. We'll keep the magic burning bright, long after fading into night. Meet me under the neon moon, where my heart still runs to you through every season, every year. You're the melody I hear. Meet me under the neon moon, one more time, just me and you, where the lights never fade away. Meet me under the neon moon. Meet me under the neon moon. One more time, just me and you. where the lights never fade away. Meet me under the neon moon. The city lights were fading in the rear view of my car, a ribbon of highway stretching underneath the stars. You brushed your hair behind your ear and smiled into the night, and every mile ahead of us was glowing in that light. The radio was spinning songs from somewhere far away, melodies of dreamers who never learned to stay. The summer wind was dancing through the windows open wide, and all I needed in that moment was you by my side. The moon was hanging low, like it wanted us to know. Some nights were made for memories. Midnight radio romance, lost between the stars and chance. Every song was ours to keep, every promise running deep. Midnight radio romance, spinning like a slow dance. And even now, through time's advance, I still believe in midnight radio romance. We stopped beside a lake where the water met the sky, watching silver reflections drifting quietly collide. A distant boat was playing music somewhere in the dark, like an echo of a feeling beating in my heart. You told me all your secret dreams, the ones you'd never share, and I listened like each word was a treasure in the air. The world beyond that shoreline seemed a million miles away, like tomorrow had forgotten where we were that day. The night kept calling softly, like an old familiar tune, floating underneath the moon. Midnight radio romance, lost between the stars and chance. Every song was ours to keep, every promise running deep. Midnight radio romance, spinning like a slow dance. And even now, through time's advance, speaker crackled softly as the movie started late. Chrome reflections danced across the hood while we waited at the gate. A warm August breeze rolled through the rows of parked cars, and the screen lit up beneath the stars. You wore my varsity jacket, though the night wasn't cold. Your silhouette in blue light looked like a story waiting to be told. The film played somewhere in the background, fading out of view, 'cause all I could see was you. The moon hung high, the town asleep, and the night was ours to keep. Midnight at the drive-in, with your hand in mine, watching dreams flicker across the sky. Midnight at the drive-in, while the radio played low, and every moment felt like forever ago. Oh, midnight at the drive-in still lives inside my heart tonight. We slipped away before the ending, drove toward the county lake, following the winding road that memories still take. The dashboard glowed like neon gold against your smiling face, and time seemed to slow its pace. A distant train was calling from somewhere in the dark, like a lonely harmony wrapped around the spark of every hope and promise hanging in the summer air, like we'd always find our way there. No need for words, no need for plans, the future rested in our hands. Midnight at the drive-in, with your hand in mine, watching dreams flicker across the sky. Midnight at the drive-in, while the radio played low, and every moment felt like forever ago. Oh, midnight at the drive-in still lives inside my heart tonight. Now the drive-in's gone and the screen has faded away. A shopping center stands where we used to stay, but every time an old love song comes drifting through the air, the lights come back to life, and you're still waiting there. Midnight at the drive-in, frozen somewhere in time, like a photograph that never lost its shine. Midnight at the drive-in, still glowing in my soul, like a summer night that never really grows old. Oh, midnight at the drive-in, you're still the star of every scene. Midnight at the drive-in, the screen, the stars, the summer wind, a love story that never reached the end. Midnight at the drive-in, After midnight summer rain, your shadow crossed the avenue, and everything had changed. The radio was whispering a song from yesterday, and suddenly the lonely nights seemed so far away. In the reflection of the city lights, I saw forever shining in your eyes. Neon hearts tonight, burning brighter than the moonlight, holding on like we're running out of time. Neon hearts tonight, side by side, like a dream that finally came alive. Every beat is saying you'll be mine. Neon hearts tonight. We drove beyond the skyline, where the stars could touch the sea. The world became a photograph of how love used to be. Your hair was dancing softly in the warm and restless breeze, and every mile beside you felt effortless and free. The night was writing stories in the dark, and every word was written on my heart. Neon hearts tonight, burning brighter than the moonlight, holding on like we're running out of time. Neon hearts tonight, side by side, like a dream that finally came alive. Every beat is saying you'll be mine. Neon hearts tonight. Maybe tomorrow brings another road. Maybe the years will carry us away, but this feeling is stronger than the passing days. Like a song across the airwaves, like a light that never dies. You'll be shining through the decades in my memories tonight. Neon hearts tonight, still burning through the midnight sky, like a fire that refuses to say goodbye. Neon hearts tonight, every dream is shining bright, and no matter where life takes us, we'll be glowing in the night. Neon hearts tonight. Under city lights, neon hearts tonight, you and I. Neon hearts tonight. The carnival packed up hours ago, but the lights were lingering still, dancing on the river water beneath the distant hill. You and I were leaning on the railing by the shore, summer, stay a little more. The radio from a passing boat drifted through the night, playing a slow love melody beneath the moonlight. Your reflection shimmered softly in the moving tide, like a dream I could never leave behind. The stars above, the river below, and nowhere else to go. Neon reflections on the river, shining like the memories we made. Every light upon the water looked like a promise that would stay. Neon reflections on the river, calling through the years, like an old song in the darkness, still reaching my ears. The breeze was warm and carried traces of the counterfeit, the scent of summer hanging gently in the air. You spoke about tomorrow while the moon climbed high above, and every word sounded a little bit like love. The city skyline glowed beyond the winding bend, like a postcard from a place we'd someday find. But in that moment, all we needed was the view. outside, the diner burned red and blue all night. We pulled into the parking lot beneath its restless light. Your favorite song was playing from the speakers overhead, and every word felt like a page from a story still unread. The summer breeze came drifting through the streets of our hometown, carrying old promises that never touched the ground. You smiled across the table and the whole world disappeared, leaving only us and the music we could hear. The night was young, the stars were bright, and love felt larger than life. Neon memories never fade, they keep shining through the years, like the glow of an old marquee, still burning through my tears. Neon memories never fade, they live somewhere in the dark, like a midnight radio station playing softly in my heart. We walked along the avenue where all the dreamers met, talking about tomorrow like it hadn't happened yet. The storefront lights reflected in the puddles from the rain, turning ordinary moments into something we could save. The city seemed eternal underneath the summer sky, and every little glance from you felt like a reason why. The future looked as endless as the highway up ahead, a road full of wonder and words we hadn't said. The moon hung low, the air stood still, like time had lost its will. Neon memories never fade, they keep shining through the years, like the glow of an old marquee, still burning through my tears. Neon memories never fade, they live somewhere in the dark, like a midnight radio station playing softly in my heart. Now the seasons change like records turning over, and life keeps moving faster every day, but some nights never leave you. When I hear an old song floating from a distant car, I'm right back where we started, beneath those neon stars. Neon memories never fade, they're written in the summer rain, in every road and every melody, calling out your name. Neon memories never fade, no matter how far we The neon sign was flickering outside the little bar. A summer wind was carrying the sound of passing cars. You sat across from me beneath the amber light, looking like a memory before it became the night. The jukebox played a slow one from another place and time, and suddenly the years ahead slipped quietly from my mind. The world beyond the window disappeared without a trace, leaving only you and me inside that tiny space. The clock kept moving forward, but neither of us cared. We were holding on to something too beautiful to spare. One more song before goodbye, one more dance beneath the lights, one more chance to hold this feeling before it fades into the night. One more song before goodbye, before the stars leave the sky. Let the music tell our hearts what words could never say. We wandered through the empty streets after closing time, the city glowing softly like an old forgotten rhyme. A train rolled through the darkness somewhere far beyond the hill, and for a moment everything stood still. You laughed and all the worries I've been carrying disappeared, like they were never really there at all throughout the years. The moonlight painted silver on the sidewalk and the trees, and every breath felt like a dream on the breeze. The night was slowly ending, but the magic stayed alive, like a photograph developing inside my mind. One more song before goodbye, one more dance beneath the lights, one more chance to hold this feeling before it fades into the night. One more song before goodbye, before the stars leave the sky. Let the music tell our hearts what